Today is a good day. I can feel it. I'm going to make it a good day. It is currently 8:20 on Tuesday the 30th of July's morning. I'm sat outside. I have been sat for nearly an hour watching Sarah Caroli. We are on to, I don't know what day of our mood read, to be honest with you. Last night I started Powerless and I finished The Love Interest. I am currently 70% of the way through the Clockwork Angel. I read 2 more chapters of Hooked, so you should be very proud of me. I would like to try and finish Hooked today. There is a big possibility that I'm going to get to like 90% of Clockwork Prince today. I think I said Clockwork Angel a minute ago, didn't I? Okay, good morning everyone. It's Wednesday, the 31st of July 2024. I am currently watching Miss Ali Good on YouTube. She's one of my favourites. I'm going to get ready for the day and then we're going to get on. I'm going to read some more Powerless. I'm going to show you a present I got. You'll be very excited to hear. It is literally 8:10 in the morning. Okay, makeup done, I'm ready for the day. I did a tiny little bit of eyeliner today. Oh, you can see it on this side, can't on that side. There's always one wing that's longer than the other. I'm now watching Emmy Rossum because Ali's video finished and we love a UK girly. Oh, I have coffee, I forgot. Damn it. I made myself a Starbucks caramel latte this morning. Anyway, the plan for the day is I'm going to get up and go to the shops and get some milk. So during that time, I'm going to be using my very beat up JBL headphones and I'm going to go grab some milk and listen to my audiobook because we are currently, I'm 74% of the way through the audiobook and I'm halfway through chapter 15. So we're going to get on with that. I'm just going to brush my teeth and then I'll speak to you when I'm back. Got what I needed from the co-op, was listening to my audiobook. Got to think of what to do now. There's a couple of different things I can do. I can sit and read my book for a bit, I can make a coffee, I can do some of my reading journal, watch some YouTube videos, or carry on listening to my audiobook. We could do some editing. Now, I think the best course of action would be to do at least half an hour, 25 minutes worth of editing while the washing finishes and just get a little bit extra of that done. I can't listen to my audiobook, that's the only thing. Okay, on my phone, let's go do some editing. I'm editing the video that you're watching, by the way, because I'm trying to get ahead of myself. I keep getting behind and I don't want to be behind anymore. So here we are in the book room. Editing. I do need to print off some things because I have printed off my thingy-mabobs and I need to print off more for last year. I have a lot to fill in, if you couldn't tell, and let me see where we are. Oh my goodness, if I'm on chapter 15, I've done really well. Let's see where we are. Oh my gosh, I'm on chapter 16, come off it. Okay, I accidentally pressed back a chapter. Anyway, I'm smashed through this, but I have been listening to it since last Thursday. So about a week, which to be honest with you is probably, in my current slumpy feeling, probably how long it would have taken me to read through this as it is. And I actually think I've done better. We're currently on page 391 of 502. We're doing well. I think we're also on page 64 of 502 of Powerless as well. But I don't think I'm doing too badly with this at all. And you know what? Cassandra Clare's books I love, but sometimes I feel like I am just getting through them because I have to get through them because I want to finish the series and it's so large. But having read or listened to that on audiobook, I feel like I've taken it in just as much and I don't feel slumpy because I've been able to read other books at the same time. Does that make sense? Right, I'm gonna go get some editing done until 1:30. It's currently 12 minutes past, so I'm gonna do 15 or so minutes of editing and then I'll see you in a moment. Okay guys, so I've come and sat outside. I've done all my washing. Washing is hung up, thankfully. I'm gonna come and sit and do my reading journal. I would sit in the sun, but my goodness, it is
scorching. It is so hot, so I'm currently just sat on the patio with my little table. I'm gonna sit and do my reading journal for a bit, so we'll do a little time lapse. I'm gonna sit and listen to my audiobook while I'm doing that, and I'll see you in a bit.
Hello, back again. It has been a day or two since I filmed. I honestly cannot remember, but this morning I managed to finish my audiobook of Clockwork Prince, but I didn't realise that the audiobook I was listening to didn't have the final chapter, which is called An Offering of Moonlight. So I've still got that to read. It's about 4 or 5 pages, and it's basically Jem's perspective of his and Tessa's first kiss, which I kind of want to read. After that, I almost immediately started Clockwork Princess on audiobook, simply because this is a chunky book. I'm in the story. It's available on my Libby app. I might as well just start it, like, what's stopping me? I'm literally all of 10 minutes through. With regards to Powerless, now I am waiting for the I told you so's because I am actually in love. I am so in love, it's a joke. I am currently on page 128, so chapter 15, so we're not too far through. But my goodness, the tension between Kai and Payden. I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it. I want to get to at least page maybe 200 by tonight. So we want to get up. To chapter 23. That's not too much ahead, but I need more of this. This is no wonder I've been so excited to read Powerful and Reckless that just keep coming out. No wonder I've been so excited to read Powerful and Reckless that have recently been released. I am currently editing this video you're watching. And a little PSA, I have an idea. I hope it's okay with you. Not that you get a choice, but I hope it's okay with you. I am going to be doing this video in 2 parts. So the day you're watching this, you're watching part 1. Because I am a slow reader, you wouldn't get to see much happening because my week is my week. I'm working, I'm reading, I'm tidying the house, I'm cooking. Do you know what I mean? I'm spending time with my partner. It's hard. I want to be able to give you like my full opinions of these instead of cutting these videos short and you only seeing me read part of each book, because it's Thursday and this has to be released on Sunday. I can't skip a week. I don't want to. I want to give you guys the content you want to see, and I don't think I can finish either of these. So that would mean I will have only finished The Love Interest and Clockwork Prince, which is not all that exciting, to be honest with you. You will see part 2 where hopefully I will have finished both of these and have started another, or at least finished one of these and started another one, because when I'm listening to an audiobook I also do read physical books. So let's hope I can finish Powerless by next week at some point, and then you guys get to see another video. But it is now 3:15. I have to go get ready for work and hang the washing out, so I will see you later on, hopefully, if you stay tuned. Just a quick side note, do you know how hard it's been to not just sit and read this all day? I've got stuff to do. I've got dinner to make, I've had the house to clean, I've done 2 loads of washing, and I've made beds, and I've tidied, and I've filmed a reel that has to go up tonight, so Thursday, because it was supposed to go yesterday. Did I do it? I didn't, but you're gonna like it. I know you're gonna like it. So, you can tell I love Powerless already. I just read Happy Place. That was my first 5-star of 2024. I don't want to jinx it, but you know exactly what I'm gonna say. Toodaloo. I'm not even going to feel a bit concerned about how I look right now. I've just had some incredible news. We are starting this on Tuesday and this is going out on Sunday. And I haven't filmed since Friday, but that's okay because we are still on the books you think I'm on. Powerless and Clockwork Princess. And I'm halfway through. Now, someone let me get halfway through Reckless without telling me of the tandem read schedule between Powerful and Powerless. Now, my wonderful boyfriend bought me Powerful the other day. I was reading the back and I was thinking, gorgeous love story with a Dean, I can't wait. Hang on a minute, this happens during Powerless. So what am I doing here on chapter 33 without even starting Powerful? You've seen me read part of Powerless. I'm now going to start Powerful because I can't go this far without knowing it's tandem and not reading it tandem. So today is the day we start. I've got a lot of reading to do. I'm on chapter 35, which means, oh no. Okay, so I need to read up to chapter 36 and then read all the way up to chapter 15. I'm actually almost exactly halfway through the tandem read without actually doing the tandem read. Oh, I'm so upset. It's fine. Powerful's not a long book, so I'm not mad, really. Yeah, I am in my pyjamas. I have just woken up. My alarm was set for 7:30 and I got up at 7:30, but I fell back asleep because I went to bed late. Anyway, I'll catch you in a bit. I'm fully going to do a video about my insane level of procrastination because I cannot be the only one out there. It's an hour later, you having me on. I didn't realise I'd even sat here an hour when I started this video. I sat here for an hour. Have I opened Powerless? No. Have I even gone to get Powerful? No. The only thing I did was sprint downstairs when it started running and went outside and got my washing in. Have I sat playing Animal Crossing and watching YouTube? Yes. Do I need some help? Yes. I have been sitting and watching Ashlyn Cayley. I don't know if I pronounced that right. Anyway, I watch her all the time. I love her. I need to get up, really. I really need to get up. I hate sitting in bed this long. This is like a travesty for me. So I'm going to get up. We're going to go downstairs and we're going to tidy the office first because it's a state. And then we're going to get Powerful out. And we're going to read it. Okay, so we're going to talk about it. Right, so we have actually gotten out of bed. Are you proud of me? It is 12:20. Keep Ben and Oscar. It's 12:20 and I'm now up and I'm currently sporting my housewife who can't be asked to iron look. Because I can't and I don't iron my stuff, don't come for me. That is upside down. Anyway, so I have Powerful. My beautiful, wonderful, amazing, supportive partner got me this the other day. We were just walking in Waterstones just for the fun of it, and every time I said, oh, I'd love to read that, he picked it up. He did buy me a grand total of 2 books. I wasn't expecting any, so I'm really grateful for that. It was really sweet of him. Anyway, back to regular scheduled programming. So, Powerless, Powerful. I cannot tell you how excited I am. I'm also a little bit annoyed at myself because when Powerful first came out, I hadn't read Powerless yet and it had all of the sprayed edges in the works and it was really cheap, and I went to get it and I didn't get it because I was like, well, I haven't even read Powerless yet. So now I've got one and I missed out on those sprayed edges. I'm also really annoyed that nobody told me about the tandem read because I've only just started reading this. So it's not, I'm behind the times and so is the release of the tandem read. But I'm still behind because I got halfway through this and I didn't know about it. So we start today. You are, of course, watching part 2 of my mood read with me week. I just needed to mood read and I'm so glad because I was actually just going to go straight on to Powerful after Powerless. So this works out really well. I'll give you an update on the rest of the books in a minute. According to the tandem read guide here on Instagram that I found. Couldn't find it on Diamond & Schuster, but an account called Heather_reads with a double S at the end has posted it. Thank you to Heather_reads for that. Right, so it should be prologue, chapters 1 to 10, 1, 11 to 12, 2 to 4, 13, 5 to 6, 14 to 15, 7, 16 to 18, 8 to 10, 19, 11, 20, 12, 21 to 32, 13, 33, 14, 34 to 36, 15, 37 to 46, 16, 47 to 15, 17, 57, 18, 52 to 53, 19, 54 to 58, 20 to 21, 59, 22, 60 to 68, 23, epilogue. I'll tell you what I'm on. I've just finished chapter 34, so I'm about to go on to chapter 35. We're nice and over halfway now. On here, if I was on this side, it would be chapters 34 to 36. I've only read 34, which means I need to have read at least up to chapter 14 on here. And that kind of worries me a little bit because I need to be this far through Powerful. So I need to read 157 pages today. But do you know what? The margins and the size of the page, the size of the writing remind me of Shatter Me, and I get through that quite quickly. So the plan is for today is to focus on reading this. Yeah, chapter 14. Apparently there's only 23 chapters.
No, do you know what? Oh my God, that's even worse. Do you know what's worse about this? This is a sneak peek of Reckless. I need to get through this of Powerful and I only have this left. You know what? It is what it is, but we will do it. That is the plan for today. I'm very, very excited, I cannot tell you. That is the plan for the day. I shall see you guys in an hour or so. Wish me luck. I will keep you updated. We might have started reading yet, I'm not sure, but first is the office tidy. Everyone. I can't remember when you saw me yesterday, but I know that I was ranting and raving about the Powerless and Powerful drama. It's safe to say that yesterday evening I got up to chapter 15, so a huge chunk of the way through Powerful, ready for me to finish chapter 35 and 36. Last night when I got home, I finished chapter 35, 36. So this morning I have just finished reading chapter 15, ready for me to go on to chapter 37 in a moment. It's getting confusing, but I fully understand why you can read this as tandem, and I think I'm actually preferring reading it as tandem. Swapping gives me a nice little break from the other story, and it just switches things up a little bit. It's currently 8:41. I've got my cup of tea, I've had my breakfast, I also have my little setup here, ready to sit and read Powerless. Back door's open because it's a little bit warm in the house today, but I think it's about to get very chilly. My audiobook, I am at least 260 something pages through, so I think I'm over halfway now, which is absolutely nuts. I barely listened to anything yesterday, but the day before I listened to almost 180, 200 pages in one go, I think. It was ridiculous. As you can see, I'm over halfway on Powerless. We're at page 329, flying through Powerful. So these are the two main focuses of today. Yes, I am still reading Hooked. Have I read any of it? I have. Actually, surprisingly. I read a chapter the other day. Now, I know that I don't like the story. I'm not enjoying it. The only reason I haven't DNF'd it yet is because I need to finish. I need to understand. It's because I need to finish and I need to understand a dark romance. I've never read one before and I'm not giving up on this now. Hook's story is interesting. I just do not like his view and what his plans are with Wendy. And I just think that it's just not my favourite. And I guess that's the dark romance bit, but like the actual plot, like the story beside that is quite interesting. That's what I'm finishing it for. You will see me read some of these today, and then we shall catch up later when I'm a little bit further ahead.
Morning, it is Thursday, the 8th of August. I just thought I'd come on here quickly before I drive home and have a bit of a laugh with you actually. A couple of things have gone down since the last episode. I came to see Ben in Birmingham because he's working, so I had a lovely night in his hotel room. We went out for dinner. So I am currently reading Powerless and Powerful. It's a tandem read, which, as you know, yesterday I had no idea that was a thing. Had Powerful pretty much the whole time I was reading Powerless. Didn't know. On top of that, Ben bought me Reckless yesterday from Tesco. You will know I will be starting this straight after. First thing I want to get to is I've got a little bit of a rant about this tandem read. Just like Throne of Glass, where you've got the Empire of Storms and Tower of Dawn's tandem read, they are, the only reason they're a tandem read is because they take part at the same time. They're in different places with different characters. Am I right? I've not read the books. Correct me if I'm wrong. That's fine, because those books came out apart from each other. They weren't released at the same time when they were originally released, which is fine if you read them originally and you read them at separate times. You don't need to read them as a tandem read. Whereas personally, I think you need to read Powerful when you read Powerless, because of the events that happen in this book. You're reading this and you're thinking, we already know this. This has actually already happened. So it makes this a little bit redundant. If I didn't tandem read this, I think I'd be like, okay, and? Do you see what I'm trying to say? And these were released very different times. Powerless was released last year. This was only released this year, I think, or end of last year. This year. So I'm a little bit confused. Were they supposed to be read tandem read, or were they supposed to be read separately and you can read them tandem read? Because if you can read them tandem read and you're supposed to read them separately, I don't think this would be as good a book. Thirdly, bought this yesterday. Silly me read the back, didn't it? First sentence. Haven't even finished Powerless yet. Spoiled. I'm 70% of the way through Powerless and I read the first sentence of this. If you know, you know. Can't believe I've done this to myself. Honestly, I'm fuming. But on the plus side, writing in Reckless is quite a bit bigger than the writing in the Powerless book, so I might actually be able to read this one physically compared to this one, which is huge. But anyway, I digress. I am going to go drive home. It's about 2.5 hours, I hope, and I shall see you when I get home. Okay, not related to reading whatsoever, but this morning we're having a very special guest / delivery. Me and Benjamin are fostering a dog. So we're literally any minute now, and I will show you the dog. I'm not going to reveal any details. This is just so exciting, but I will reveal all when he arrives. Currently up to I'm currently up to chapter 47, so I barely have anything left of the book. I've just got to carry on doing my little tandem read with Powerless, and then we'd be good to go on to Reckless, which, as I showed you in the last clip, I spoiled for myself. Well, spoiled Powerless for myself. Gosh, I didn't realise we had so little left. I honestly thought I was still like middle of the book. That's quite exciting. I reckon either finish tonight or finish early tomorrow. I'm off today and I'm off tomorrow, so we will see. Quite a significant amount of days since the last clip you have seen, and I am actually currently editing this now. I thought that seeing as how I have actually finished all these books that you've just seen, why not talk about them? Because I leave you on a bit of a cliffhanger with about, I don't know, 100 pages left of Powerless, and I think that's a bit unfair. You have probably seen my reactions to Powerless and Powerful by now. As you can see, they had me sobbing. When I first picked up Powerless last year, I knew nothing about the book. Also, just to point out, it's got a single tab in it, because I read this on my Kindle and all of my highlights are on my Kindle and I have yet to transfer them over. 5 stars, 6 stars, easy, 5, 6, I don't care. This is an incredible book and I absolutely loved the world that I fell into in this. The romance, the back and forth jabs with each other, the found family was huge in this. I also massively appreciate that they didn't overly Lauren Roberts didn't overly complicate the world building of this, so I felt like it was just so easy to be like, oh yeah, I know where we are. I don't think I used the map once. Again, I get excited when I see maps, I just don't use them. So that's Powerless. Powerful, which I ended up reading halfway through as a tandem read to Powerless. This was also a 5-star for me. Now, I rarely rate novellas higher than 3, simply because they are too short. But the reason I gave this 5 was because reading in tandem read with Powerless gave so much more raw emotion, context, character development, and I sobbed. The only thing I will say about reading this in tandem read with Powerless is that it kind of takes you a little bit too far out of the story of Powerless in the trial and everything like that when we're speaking with Adina, because obviously Adina's not in the trial, she's still chilling in Loot. But that's it. It's so easy to get back into the chapters at Powerless if you read them one after the other. I was not ready. I was not ready for the end, as you can see in the clip. But that is powerful. You also saw me complete, I don't know if you saw me complete this one in this video or whether this was the first part of this mood read, but I did, and I think I gave it 3 stars. I always give these books 3 stars really, because at the moment they feel like filler books. This, on the other hand, was 4.5 stars. Clockwork Princess. The plot twists at the end had me screaming in my car on the way home, gasping. Other drivers must have thought I was absolutely mad. I cannot believe the twists and turns in this book, and it was the 3rd in the Infernal Devices series. I will next be going back to the 4th book in the Mortal Instruments, but oh my goodness, was this not the literal best book to finish the Infernal Devices on, and I am so unbelievably happy that I have finished that mini-series now. Technically, I believe I still had a bit of Clockwork Prince left in this video. Not only that, guess who finished Hooked? This girl. I finished it about 2 days ago, and we are now on the 18th of August. Didn't like it. Rated it 2. The storyline, on the other hand, about how Hook is betrayed, who does it, how he ends up falling in love, liked. Definitely towards the start of the book, there was much more, it was crude, it was a little bit, definitely dark romance, but towards the end, I just thought this is like a gangster romance, you know? Right, my camera's on 1%. I hope you guys have enjoyed the mood read today and the mood read the other week. Sorry I've been MIA, things are very busy in this household. And I love you all so much. Thank you so much for watching. I shall see you next week. I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to do, but you will see me. Just what it is. That got stuck to my hair.
Our Hoover just came right under the table and ate my toes.
It's better than canned bagels.
That is so true.
Because we both know that's not the problem.
Yeah, well, context, everybody. Benjamin isn't allowed to cut bagels at home without supervision.
Yeah, it's fine.
I like squinting at the sun.
Sorry, this happens during Reckless. No.
I have been sat oh, you're actually sat on Powerless, which is not ideal. Chime in the future. Breathe. Breathe.